Hello, everyone. Welcome to Bipolar Disorder webinar brought to you by Lam Foundation. We shall be exploring both Western and TCM concepts. Bipolar disorder in Western medicine. Bipolar disorder, also known as manic depressive illness, is a serious medical illness that causes shifts in a person's mood, energy, and ability to function. 1% of the population age 18 and older in any given year have bipolar disorder. Bipolar disorder typically develops in late adolescence or early adulthood. Bipolar disorder causes dramatic mood swings from overly high and or irritable to sad and hopeless and then back again, often with periods of normal mood in between. Severe changes in energy and behavior go along with these changes in mood. The periods of highs and lows are called episodes of mania and depression, respectively. Previously called manic depression, this disease is now called bipolar disorder. Now let's talk about the mania or manic episode, signs and symptoms. Elevated and expansive mood, also paranoid or irritable. Increased energy, activity, and restlessness. Excessively high euphoric mood. Extreme irritability. Racing thoughts and talking very fast, jumping from one idea to another. Distractibility, inability to concentrate, little sleep needed, rapid, excitable, and intrusive speech, fast thinking, moving quickly from topic to topic, unrealistic beliefs in one's abilities and powers, grandiosity, chaotic patterns of personal and professional relationships, impulsive involvement in questionable endeavors, reckless driving, excessive risk taking, certainty of conviction about the correctness and importance of their ideas, poor judgment, spending sprees, a lasting period of behavior that is different from usual. Now let's talk about the mania or manic episode signs and symptoms. Intense and impulsive romantic or sexual liaisons, increased sexual drive, abuse of drugs like cocaine, alcohol, sleeping medications, provocative, intrusive, or aggressive behavior, denial that anything is wrong. In its extreme forms, there can be violent agitation, bizarre behavior, delusional thinking, visual and auditory hallucinations. Manic episode is defined or diagnosed as elevated mood that occurs with three or more of the other symptoms most of the day, nearly every day for 1 week or longer. If the mood is irritable, four additional symptoms must be present. Now let's go to the signs and symptoms of depression or depressive episode. Apathy, lethargy, lasting, sad, anxious, or empty mood, slowed physical movement, feelings of hopelessness or pessimism, feelings of guilt, worthlessness, or helplessness, loss of interest or pleasure in activities once enjoyed, including sex, decreased energy, a feeling of fatigue or of being slowed down, difficulty concentrating, remembering, making decisions, restlessness or irritability, sleeping too much or insomnia, change in appetite and or unintended weight loss or gain, chronic pain or other persistent bodily symptoms that are not caused by physical illness or injury, thoughts of death or suicide attempts. A depressive episode is diagnosed if 5 or more of these symptoms last most of the day, nearly every day for a period of 2 weeks or longer. Hypomania is a mild to moderate level of mania. Hypomania may feel good to the person who experiences it, and it may even be associated with good functioning and enhanced productivity. Thus, even when family and friends learn to recognize the mood swings as possible bipolar disorder, the person may deny that anything is wrong. Without proper treatment, however, hypomania can become severe mania in some people or can switch into depression. Occasionally, severe episodes of mania or depression include symptoms of psychosis or psychotic symptoms. Common Psychotic symptoms are hallucinations, or auditory or visual, and delusions. Psychotic symptoms in bipolar disorder tend to reflect the extreme mood state at the time. For example, delusions of grandeur, such as believing one is Jesus Christ or has special powers or wealth, may occur during mania. Delusions of guilt or worthlessness, such as believing that one is ruined and penniless or has committed some terrible crime, may appear during depression. People with bipolar disorder who have the symptoms are sometimes incorrectly diagnosed as having schizophrenia. Redfield Jamieson lists 6 criteria for the diagnosis of a manic episode as follows. A. Distinct period of abnormally and persistently elevated, expansive, or irritable mood. B. At least 3 of the following symptoms: inflated self-esteem or grandiosity, decreased need for sleep, more talkative than usual, flight of ideas, thoughts raising, distractibility, increase in goal-directed activity, social work, school, sexual, psychomotor agitation, excessive involvement in pleasurable activities, buying spree, sexual indiscretions, foolish business investments. C, mood disturbance, which is severe. D, no delusions or hallucinations. E, not superimposed on schizophrenia, delusional disorder, psychotic disorder. And F, no organic factor. A plus B plus C constitutes a manic syndrome, while A plus B constitutes hypomania. It may be helpful to think of the various mood states in bipolar disorder as a spectrum or continuous range. In the depressive phase, at one end is severe depression, below which is moderate depression, and then mild low mood, which is termed dysthymia when it is chronic. In the manic phase, there is normal or balanced mood, above which comes hypomania, mild to moderate mania, and then severe mania. In some people, however, symptoms of mania and depression may occur together in what is called a mixed bipolar state. Symptoms of a mixed state often include agitation, trouble sleeping, significant change in appetite, psychosis, and suicidal thinking. A person may have a very sad, hopeless mood, while at the same time feeling extremely energized. Cyclothymia is a milder form of manic depression with the swings between depression and hypomania. Cyclothymic temperament can be manifested in different ways, that is, as predominantly depressive, manic, hypomanic, or irritable. There are swings between cheerfulness and unhappiness. Not all individuals who have cyclothymia go on to develop the full manic depressive syndrome, but many do. 1 out of 3 persons with cyclothymia goes on to develop full-blown manic depression. Redfield Jamieson lists 5 criteria for the diagnosis of cyclothymia as follows: numerous hypomanic episodes for 2 years, and numerous periods of depressed mood that did not meet the criteria for a major depressive episode. Never without hypomanic or depressive symptoms for 2 years for more than 2 months at a time. No major depressive episode or manic episode, not superimposed on psychotic disorder, and no organic factor.